So what is going on, people, and welcome to episode 5 of the Sheffield Wednesday career mode here on EFC 24. I hope you're doing well. And firstly, after last week's uploads, I just want to say thank you. The support has continued. It's been absolutely superb. The sub numbers keep going up. The first videos are over 1,000 views now. It's my 5th most watched video on the channel ever already, which is absolutely bonkers. Thank you so much for that. The views have continued to go up. It's absolutely mental. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. So let's have a quick recap then of what was in the last episode and just in general what has been going on. So we started the month of September with a 2-1 defeat against Stoke, but then towards the end of the last episode we turned things around a little bit. I think it was 3 defeats on the bounce, or well, no, 3 games without a win. Sorry. So yeah, a 2-1 win over Coventry and then a 2-1 win over Leeds. So 2-1s all round in the last episode. And yeah, so we're looking a bit better now. Only 100 days to go until the transfer window opens again already. But today we start with a game against Millwall. We then have Harrogate in the Cup, which I probably will sim, actually. We've had some very favourable Cup draws. I think it's been League 2 sides the whole time. Indeed it has been. We then have an away game against Hull, and then we'll move into the month of October and finish the episode with a home game against Norwich. So if you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. And well, of course, in the last game, in the last episode, we had an unlikely winner at the Elland Road in the shape of Mohamed Diaby popping up getting the winner. And well, that has positioned us in 4th after 9 games, sitting on 17 points, 4 points adrift of Leicester, who have had a perfect start to the season, unbeaten start to the season. Watford, 3 points adrift of them in 2nd, but we're nestled in nicely. And as you can see, we have the likes of Norwich today, who are just outside the playoffs. Hull down there and Millwall down there as well. Sunderland, Plymouth and Cardiff not enjoying the best of starts to this season. Sunderland yet to, well, the only sides yet to pick up a win. So that's how things are. This is what the squad is looking like at this particular moment in time. And yeah, without further ado, there's not much else to speak of. So let's get into the first game then. So Millwall are going to be playing a 5-2-3 standard. And as always, we've struggled a little bit, especially... Who was it we played recently that played at 5 at the back? Oh, I can't remember, but we struggled to break them down. But anyway, this is their likely lineup. Bielkowski in goal, back 3 of Santos, Hutchinson and Leonard. That might be Santos from Bolton, potentially. McNamara and Bryan at either wing back. Campbell and Saville in the middle. Mayer on the right, Longman on the left, with Nisbet leading the line. Some decent options on the bench. Jaffet Tanganga on loan from Spurs there. I do notice we're not going to do a training session, but this is our lineup then. We're going to go with our strongest possible lineup. I've just noticed the kits, so I will go in and, oh really, it's one of those. Yeah, Millwall, like us, haven't really got the greatest variety in kits, but anyway, this is our lineup. Dawson in goal, Delgado, Bernard, Diaby and Pedersen at the back. Diaby and Bannon holding, Provader on the right, Espria on the left, Windass in behind EK Ugbo. And well, let's hope that Ugbo can continue his goal scoring run of form after, of course, picking up a goal in that win away at Leeds. And yeah, hopefully we can put Millwall to the sword after their not greatest start to the season, we'll put it that way. Bernard, Diaby, try and get round his man if he can, Joe Bryan, but as we know, hasn't got that much pace. Bernard, Delgado, Windass, just crowding out the area. Millwall just can't get anything going. Diaby will have a strike though, and he forces Bielkowski into a fairly comfortable save. It was at his near post. Bannon to whip in the corner, aims for a bow, and well, the striker will get the last touch on it, but it's looped up and over the bar without causing any problems. Good header. And Ugbo will retrieve the second ball. Oh, and he's just been hacked down there. And it's a yellow card. Referee quick to dish out the punishment for Sean Hutchinson. But yeah, not the greatest of tackles from the Millwall player, as Windass, we're about 35 yards out, probably a bit too far out for the shot, so I'm going to try the set-piece routine. We'll try and get this one quick into Pedersen, try and get round his man. Christian Pedersen will have the strike from the angle, and it's fairly comfortable again for Bielkowski. There goes the half-time whistle then. Really not too much to speak of in that first half. I think frustrating, probably the word best used there. Just cannot break them down. We might have to switch to that 2 up top system if we can't find a breakthrough. As Asprilla turns McNamara very smartly there. But unfortunately, he's got no real forward support. Yasser Asprilla cut inside, but has to go back. Windass. Barry Banham. They'll have the strike and it's blocked. Ugbo. Windass. Diaby. Delgado. Problem is, without Michael Smith, we really don't have a focal point to aim to for crosses. And Diaby's actually given that away. Oh, no, McNamara has done really well there. But so has Bambo Diaby. And Volks. Pervada. And now there's runners. And Windass, as he set free Asprilla, he might be in behind Yasser Asprilla. Asprilla is in behind. Oh! And he's hit the outside of the post. The closest either team have come to breaking the deadlock. The angle was against him. He's opted for power. And it's actually the bar that he's hit there. Well, that will be Asprilla's last action of the game. A couple of subs. Wilkes and Masaba coming on for Asprilla and Ugbo. Masaba, the man who's going to take the forward position. Wilkes just going to straight swap with Asprilla on that left-hand side. Hopefully the pace of Masaba can unlock some doors. That's what we're trying to think of there, as Pervada is just robbed of the ball. But that the change of formation certainly seems to have given us a bit more impetus going forward, making Millwall certainly think about things that little bit more. Oh, Pervada has robbed his man of the ball here. Ian Carlo Pervada. Oh, and it's, in the end, a pretty tame shot, to be perfectly honest. And it's a good save from Bielkowski. Okay, we'll get Volks to take the corner then. See if we can't get this towards the big man. And that's where it's going. But it was actually, I think, Bernard who was almost on the end of that. Bernard certainly not there, although he's done very well there. Deshaun Bernard. Oh, and it's the centre-back in the final 5 minutes. That's off the post and in. A lovely turn. Great composure from Deshaun Bernard. My voice broke there in a way that it hasn't for probably the best part of 15 years. Although I say that, it probably has on previous times of this channel. But lovely composure from the centre-back. And when the shot came off, he almost hit it with his heel. And I'm just thinking, oh God, a proper centre-back's finish. But absolutely superb composure. A lovely turn. And a finish to boot. Bielkowski finally beaten despite his best efforts. But that should be that, as the fans whistle, signal the referee to end this one. And indeed he does. And well, the last 5-minute masterclass from Deshaun Bernard has well and truly won us that game. Superb win to carry on our momentum. And there you go, even getting a congratulations in the dressing room from me afterwards. Absolutely superb. Leicester continue their unbeaten start. And now it's Harrogate in the Cup. So Harrogate then, for this one, are looking to line up in a 4-2-3-1 counter-attacking system. And this is their probable lineup. Belshaw in goal, Sims, O'Connor, McDonald and Gibson at the back. Thompson, Cornelius, Sutton and Odo across the midfield, with Daly in behind March. Can't say I recognise too many, if any, of their players, to be perfectly honest. Well, this is how we are going to line up for this game. Completely changed 11. Beadle in goal, Valentin, Iorfa, Irhikwi and James at the back. Volks and Hendrick in the midfield. Wilkes on the right, Masaba on the left and Hall in behind Michael Smith. Can we continue? Well, hopefully this will be a bit more convincing than the other wins that we've had. And again, it goes to penalties. 1-1 after normal time. We've dominated the game. And again, we've had to come from behind. Early lead. No, Muldoon in the 50th minute. Bernard with his second in 2 games coming on and grabbing the equaliser. And then 3-0 in the shootout. The fact we've been taken to penalties 3 times by 3 League 2 teams is a little bit concerning. But we are through to the next round. And I noticed Wrexham have made their way through. If we could draw another League 2 team, that would be quite funny. So for this next game against Hull, they're going to be lining up in a 4-2-1-3 standard tactical vision, with Panda in goal, Christie, McLaughlin, Greaves and Giles at the back. Seri and Slater in midfield. Tufan is flanked by Philogene and Zaruri, with Conley up top. Hull have got, well, I think they're doing pretty well in real life, aren't they? I think they're up in and around the playoffs, but they've got some very good players. Panda, if it's the Panda I'm thinking of, I don't know if he's there in real life, but on FM this year, he turns into a bit of a beast. Ryan Giles, I've had on FM this year, has been very good. Philogene, of course, is a good, tricky winger. Scored a ridiculous goal a little while ago, if I remember rightly. Zaruri at Burnley proved his mettle in the Championship. Conley could be good at this level. And they've got Carvalho on loan, the experienced head of Sharp. It's a whole decent team. We have the option to do a press conference, and the mood is only content, so we will take up this option. Are you boys ready for the game? We're in excellent shape, I would say. 3 wins in the last 3 in terms of the league. So, yeah, confidence is high. We're looking good. Well, can you keep this great run going? Let's not get distracted. You know, we're playing well above our means. Well, say well above our means. Playing a lot better than most expected us to. How will you motivate your players today? We have professional standards, absolutely. They should be up for every game that they play. At Sheffield Wednesday, certainly. Well, in football in general. But certainly representing this club. But, yep, the morale is up to happy. We've got a couple of changes to make, actually. Poveda and Bernard, I don't think are quite fit enough. So, I'll go make those changes. So, a couple of changes made then, and this is how we are going to line up. So, a couple of tired players coming in, but they've got more fitness than the guys going out. So, Dawson in goal. Back for Delgado, Diaby, Hickwey and Pedersen. Diaby and Bannon unchanged. Asprilla moves over to the right. Wilkes comes in on the left. Windass in behind Ugbo. Made some changes to the bench as well. And we are going to be playing in our home kit. So, without any further ado, actually, if I remember rightly, last season Hull was a team that we struggled against with Peterborough. I seem to remember once we moved the difficulty up, we played Hull fairly soon after, and they absolutely tore us a new one. Hopefully that's not the same as today. Zaruri giving Delgado a run for his money. And he does well in the end. Again, moving the ball about very quickly, Hull. They are giving us the problems that they did to start with as Diaby comes across. And well, gets a tackle in, but the ball falls to Connolly. Forces Dawson into a save. Wilkes hasn't got too much in support. Did try and find Barry Bannon. And Windass will do the same. And it's blocked. And Seri could potentially launch a whole counter. Philogene has skipped past his man. Here Hickwey has to come across. And the ball in. Well, opted for the lofted ball rather than the whipped one. And that helped out Cameron Dawson. But it is 0-0 at half time once again, as it was against Millwall. Ugbo does well to defend that. And now Bannon can potentially come away with this. Bannon. Oh no, it's Windass. Now into Barry Bannon. He has to strike. Oh, and he finds the back of the net. The little Scottish magician. I'm doing him and Windass a complete disservice by getting them mixed up. But on his right foot, Barry Bannon going away from goal as well. Has somehow got this across Panda and into the far bottom corner. A lovely strike. Maybe Panda wasn't expecting him to go across goal. Maybe he was expecting him to go at his near post and maybe was wrong-footed. Pedersen does really well there. Just dispossess his man. Shows some strength. Volks, that's lovely control actually from Will Volks. And Ugbo, it's a lovely touch away from his man. And he's in behind EK Ugbo. And he will finish this one off. And we have 2 in the space of a few minutes. 2 in about 10 minutes with Sheffield Wednesday. We've completely taken control of this game. And Ugbo, how many times has he done that already this season? The touch and spin in behind the defender. He's got the pace to get behind. And well, it was against Coventry. He was in behind clean twice and missed. But this time he makes no mistake. Finds that far corner. And well, that was really set up by Will Volks. His the ball was fired in at him in the centre of midfield, but a really superb touch to bring that under control and really launch that counter. And yeah, he can certainly be pleased with his part to play in that goal. And it's now a comfortable lead away at Hull. He's in behind here. Ike Ugbo. Oh, I was just going to have the strike, but the defender did really well to come back and get a block on that. And that will be the final whistle. And well, that was hard fought, for certain. But we've done very well to come away with all 3 points there. And yeah, Hull certainly decent in possession, but just in the final third, couldn't quite get anything to come off for them. But we will certainly take that, a very professional display from us. And yeah, as it says there, Bannon with his first goal of the season, very important in that game for us. As now we move into the month of October, and we certainly look ahead to this final game of the episode against Norwich. So Norwich, who are sitting just outside the playoff places, have had a bit of a interesting run in the last few games, but they did win their last game. They are going to play a 4-2-3-1 wing play system, and this is their probable lineup. So Angus Gunn in goal, Stacey, Bath, Duffy and McCallum at the back, McLean and Sorensen holding, Fastnack and Borja Sainz on the wings, with Sarah in behind Josh Sargent. Got Van Hooijdonk on the bench there, Marcelino Nunez, Ashley Barnes. So yeah, some decent players on the bench. But of course, yeah, we're going to have to look out, especially for Fastnack and Sainz. Delgado and, God, who's my left back? Pedersen might have their work cut out in this game. We are potentially, well, we're playing in this system. We are playing, of course, in this system. We are playing with our strongest lineup. But I've had a bit of a thought in terms of shifting personnel around. I'm currently training Asprilla to be a central midfielder. Now my thinking is, Diaby's here on loan, so and has played very well for us. But obviously we want to try and accommodate permanent personnel. Bannon can sit in the Diaby role and hold. Asprilla in the centre of midfield, with his engine that he has, he hasn't got the great stamina, with the pace and stuff that he has. Playing in that Bannon role of getting forward could be quite dangerous. And then that would allow Wilkes or Masaba to come in as head of Diaby on that wing. So that's my thinking. We'll see how it goes. He's got quite a few weeks to be able to convert to a central midfielder. So we might abandon the idea. But I'm going to train him there for now. I'm not going to play him there just yet. Although, could we? He wouldn't lose too much. If we shifted this to a... We could actually make that change. Let's try it and see how it goes. We'll bring in Malik Wilkes. And we'll see how that goes in this game. Yeah, Asprilla obviously not going to be the best defensively. But then that's what we want Barry Bannon to do. But obviously he's not going to be able to impose... That's not what I wanted. Yeah, he's not going to be able to impose himself as much as Diaby would. As Norwich are just knocking this ball around me for fun here. I can't get near them. And it's into... Oh, it's a lovely ball. And Josh Sargent is met by the onrushing Cameron Dawson. And the keeper has pulled off a fine save there. But Sorensen goes short from the corner. Get this out to Sainz. Oh, and he skipped past his man. Diaby gets a block on that. Asprilla, well, he just showed how his defensive capabilities potentially aren't there, which was a little disappointing. Sorensen allowed to just skip through with ease as Asprilla almost sort of stepped over the ball. Yeah, it's, I guess tried to block off Sorensen, but in the end just run too far. Allowed Sorensen to get through, and yeah, in his audition, it's not going brilliantly. We have to say. And now McCallum, and there's Asprilla beaten, and well, a lot happening quicker than I can commentate on. But we get the ball out to Wilkes, and Dawson again forced into a save. Wilkes just about stops that from going out. Bannon. It's actually I got them confused again. Espria on the edge. Yes, Espria. Bloody hell. That bloke's... I think that's... I don't even know who that was, but it's just taken that like a champ. Delgado's done really well here. And this is Bannon. And Espria. Pervader. Into Windass. He's got 3 of his man. Josh Windass. Superb individual effort from Josh Windass. I think I can finally tell him apart now because Bannon wears his socks low. So I was looking at the knees. But even still, out of nothing... I still got it wrong. Josh Windass. Again, the touch, the turn, the pace to get away from his man. The strike across goal. Too fierce for Angus Gunn. And too quick past him to stop it. We are back level in this game. But it's still going to be a long old way to the end of this game. Try and get something on that. Windass went for the tackle. There's a standoff there. Espria does enough. Delgado again there with McCallum. Gets a toe in. Oh, that's not McCallum. That's McCallum. But oh no, he comes across. It's a great save from Dawson, and again from Dawson. A superb double save. We said we'd concede chances, but we needed Dawson to come up big when we did, and he has done just that. And Malik Wilkes has galloped away, finds Ike Ugbo, the onrushing, the Ugbo. Oh, and it's flashed just past the post. Pervader, and Ugbo is making the run, and Ugbo's the man. Oh, just really good covering. I think that's Danny Bath there. Pervader, Barry Bannon will have the strike. What a strike it is from Barry Bannon. Oh my word. Well, before this series started, we knew he was capable of some wonderful things. And that might just be the best we're going to see from Barry Bannon in a Sheffield Wednesday shirt in this series. Inside the D, just hits that with some venom. And to be fair, the keeper's not too far away from it. But that, oh, Gunn, yeah, not far away, but off the underside of the bar. That was absolutely incredible from Barry Bannon. So good, I couldn't even say incredible properly. And Volks has done well there defensively. And again. Oh, my. No? No foul in there? He's just speared him. Glad to get the wrestling references in, especially wearing this t-shirt. But, that was a spear if ever I've seen one. Just proper rugby tackle there. Oh, but no time for falling asleep now. Sargent, that's a great ball. An unbelievable pass from Josh Sargent. And Nunez has rescued Norwich a point. I can't be aggrieved because they probably deserve it. But that pass from Josh Sargent, almost as good as Barry Bannon's finish. Oh, that's gutting to lose from a winning position. But what about the pass? Dawson's been superb all game, but couldn't quite keep that one out, beaten to the ball. And, yeah, although can we, in the final few, we might be able to, you know. Malik Wilkes. Oh, that was the chance. That was so easy, the way we just broke through there. But Malik Wilkes, he's almost knuckleballed that in the way he's hit it. Oh, the chances we've had, we could have won this game. But we have to settle for a point. It is probably fair. Norwich have been very good in this game, so credit to them. We can't begrudge them of that. But as I said, when you're in a winning position, the players, well, disappointed, potentially. Not surprised, but we can be proud of that performance, that comeback certainly, and that goal. Whew, that goal was sweet. But that is going to be everything for this episode then, as we hit the middle of October. And as you can see, Swansea it is that come up next for us. But if we have a take a look at the Championship, we still remain in 4th. And well, Leicester have just extended their gap, still unbeaten after 12 games. 6 points clear of us now, but we have brought the gap down to Watford, who are only 2 points away. Stoke a further point ahead. So we've built a little bit of a gap to Norwich now, 5 points outside the playoffs. So we're looking comfortable at the moment. Again, still the highest scorers and conceding less goals. So I think was there 2 clean sheets in that game, in that episode potentially. So yeah, we're looking good so far this season, and to be up there in contention, of course, is always what we want. If we can somehow get promoted to the Premier this first season, that would be incredible. But if we have a look at what is to come, I knew the good times wouldn't last. Well, that sets up next episode then, doesn't it? 4 games to finish the month of October. We'll probably sim the game against Preston at home. We will play Swansea, play Huddersfield, we will sim Preston, and then we will finish by playing Chelsea in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Well, that's certainly going to be a tasty affair to finish next episode. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed this one. If you have, please pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.